Well, hey everybody, welcome back to part two of putting on this beautiful Moto Iron Springer. First video ended up being way too long. I wanted to do it in one shot. So today we're going to throw on the risers and bars, and then later, maybe we'll do line the wheel up, and then maybe we'll do one like putting the brake on, running running the tubing for that. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention in the last one, but I did do after we shut the camera off, is to stick an Allen key in there and pinch those down on your back legs. Tight. Tight. Beautiful. Alright, so I've already done this just to make sure it works, but when you're doing something with cheaper springers, and it's not bad, but sometimes you'll get some burrs in your threads, so the fine thread portion of your studs go into your back leg into this hole. So I run them down by hand, pull them back out, and then we're going to put a dab of Loctite on it. Like, let me show you about how much Loctite. We're not losing our shit here. Dab. And we'll run it down a hole. Look how nice and smooth that is. So you get some burrs every now and again. You might have some grease in there, unless you're spending your money and you got a real nice front end. Where's my other stud? Here it is. I'd just lose my dick if it wasn't attached. So we're gonna Loctite this other one. Not much, see? Just a little bit, just enough. Get the threads wet, give you a little something else to grip. You might be like, oh man, what when you need to take those studs out? We're never going to take the fucking studs out. The risers go on those. They might come out with the risers and you put new $3 studs back in. Quit bitching. Alright, so your studs are in. So same thing I like to do is, I'll get one of these started. Yeah, well, actually these are TC Brothers risers. There you go. We'll run that down there. Does it fit? Yeah, it fits. Alright. Make sure they go smooth. Sometimes you might have to chase the threads. Like TC Brothers pretty much puts out good stuff. Of course, some of it's made in China, some of it's made in USA. But you get some paint in the threads, whatever. You just make sure it goes on. They both go on, it looks like. That one went on nice and easy. Okay, so we'll pop this one here back off. Make sure your studs back in. Take a little Loctite again. If you're building a 45-year-old motorcycle and you're not using a little bit of Loctite on just about everything, you're gonna have a real bad day first time you try to go on a long ride down the highway, because you're gonna shake all your shit off. Okay. We'll see if I can't get another half turn on that. I have a high-tech tool that I like to use that I can stick in there and kind of turn these. What I do is I take a ratchet and I put a rag over the end. And that lets me put some ass on this. Get it in the ballpark there. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty good. All right. That one needs half a turn also. Some guys put these fuckers on hand tight, and I've just never been a real big fan of like, I don't know, loose shit that has to do with my handlebars. There we go. And then I kind of give her a look through. So yeah, it looks pretty, I don't know. Yeah, it looks straighter than most guys I know. Alright. So now we'll pop these tops off. That's probably going to be a 3/16. No, I'm sorry, quarter. Let me get a magnet tray. Because if I don't put these immediately somewhere that I know where they're at, I'll fucking lose them. All right. Cool. So now you grab the brand new handlebars. These have some kind of crusty white shit all over them. So these ones, the knurling doesn't fit, but it's what this guy wants to go with, so we'll try to clamp them down on there. Normally you want to find bars, if you go to TC Brothers or whatnot, and you can buy a set where your knurling's gonna fit the way that it's supposed to. This is made for more of a stock setup. But it'll work for video, and then I'll call the owner guy here and we'll have a chit chat. I might change his bars out. We'll see what he wants to do. I actually have a bike. Where the fuck did I put my... Of course, I put it out of reach. Will those stay? Probably not. Alright. Am I even in frame? Oh, cool, I am. So, I got another bike here. It's one of my personal shovel heads, actually, and the knurling doesn't line up that great. It lines up a lot better than this. And I've had it that way for a lot of miles. And I'm not putting any torque on these. This ratchet thing only does like 10 foot-pounds. So I'm just walking. If you look, I'm doing a zigzag pattern, right? Okay, tight, 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 tight. So now we're gonna ratchet it down. Ratchet this one down. And then cosmetically, you're gonna have a little gap here, especially if you use bars like this. Oh. So we're just gonna try to even the gap up, and it looks about right. That's not a bad look at all. So one of my choppers, this one here, if you look at these bars, real familiar, isn't it? But my knurling doesn't line up. And I mean, I've taken this on some 7, 8, 9 hour trips and done a lot of miles. So we'll come on back over here to where we're at. Now, I don't know if I'd mentioned Loctite, but I like Loctite. So now I'm going to pop these out one by one. Put a little dab of blue on here. So there's different kinds of Loctite. Like if you don't know, red is really hard and it needs heat to come out. There's blue, which will come out with just a little bit of ass on it. And then there's green. It just won't come out. And I'm going to do that to all 4 of these. Little dab of blue. No, my battery's not dead. This one's just taking some gusto to go back in. It's not stripped. I mean, nice and easy. There we go. There we go. I don't know if you just saw what I did, but I lost a bolt. But I keep my workspace kinda clean. So I found it. And by kinda clean, I mean this is the only thing that was on there that's not fucking rusty. It was easy to find. Little dabbity dab. Get her started. Get her going the right way. Give her some torque. Hope you guys aren't getting tired of just watching me Loctite fucking bolts all day. It's about all we do here. So if you learn anything from this, it's Loctite your shit. Or else I'm gonna pick your shit up off the side of the highway. And you can't have it back. Finders, keepers, and all that. Alright, the gap's about even. And yeah, we could change. I could break those loose and push forward or pull back, or probably need to push forward a good amount. But that's about what we're working with. I don't know, what do you guys think? I don't think it looks too bad. Yeah. Those are the bars the dude that's paying me wants. That's the front end he wants. Can't say it ain't on there. Next time we come back, we might fuck with this. So, here's an axle in a bag. Alright, I hope this helps you guys. See you later.